this book belongs to me. Hello, journal. Is it okay if I call you that? It's a bit formal, I know, but we've only just met. Let me introduce myself. I'm Isabel Barbara Cook. Most people call me Izzy, not Dad. He calls me Titch. He's such a numpty head. My little brother Ben calls me Isbo. I call him He Who Chews Curtains. He likes red for breakfast and blue for dinner. And then there's Mom, my top tea drinking buddy. I go get my tea and this is Pinky. I think she's jealous of you, Journal. Today's my birthday. Dad made his best cake. Mum and Gran started the singing. Ben gurgled along. I blew out the candles. And made a wish. Since I was little, I've always dreamed of becoming a writer. This is where you come in, Journal. Gran always says,
a writer writes. No one ever got anything just by wanting it.
I guess that birthday wish was a waste then. Gran said writing is about exploring your thoughts. It helps you unlock your feelings. I'd like to write something that will make Gran smile. She always talks about little acorns growing into big trees. Is that to make me feel better about my height? Or about my writing? I want to write a story, but what kind? A romance? Science fiction? A comedy? A drama? Fairy tales? Wait, we're getting somewhere. A fantasy story. So, how do I start my fantasy story? Once upon a time. Ugh, no one said this would be easy. Again, from the top. Not so far away, in the land of Estoria. A place of peace and magic. There lived a girl named Grace. Everyone knew her by the bright color. Of her red dress. She was ready to begin her adventure. In fact, she'd been preparing for it her whole life, for she was the only apprentice of the village guardian, Elder Ava. Everyone was very fond of Grace. Her heart was full of curiosity and compassion. The villagers agreed that no one was as kind as her. Hello, Journal. This time of the year, it gets dark so early. Like the day is just an accident, and the night is how the world really works. Stars and fireflies glowing in the dark. I've never actually seen a firefly. Do you think that matters, Journal? Glowing things are cool, especially in nature. On holiday in Wales, Gran and I would go to the beach and look up at the stars. But one night, We looked down instead. The stars were shining in the water. It was like the sky got flipped upside down. We took off our shoes and socks and waded into the water. As we walked over the pebbles, they glowed beneath our toes. Gran said it was called bioluminescence. Tiny plankton in the water being moved back and forth by the tide. I knew it was just little creatures, but it felt like magic. I got up very early the next morning. I sneaked into the kitchen, got a jam jar, and went down to the shore to where I'd seen the plankton. That evening, I was so excited. I carefully put the jar on my bedside table. And waited for the night. But it didn't glow. I was devastated. I showed Gran the jar. She laughed. Gran always says,
You can't put a cork in nature.
they need sunlight and nutrients from the tide. Gran knows about those things. She used to be a marine biologist. Gran bought some special algae that would grow at home. We spent the whole day planning it. Sand! Glass stones. Pebbles. A house. Lights. Water. Corals. Company. We took pictures for Gran's photo album for our future selves to remember. How the tank took ages to fill. how we took turns stirring the algae in. How happy we were when we had it all set. Just needs time to develop, said Gran. After 6 days, the algae was ready. I put the tank on my desk and ran my finger through the water. My own bit of magic.
Izzy?
That was Mum. She just got a call. She has to leave now. It sounded really bad. I have a weird feeling in my stomach. Something I don't know how to deal with. We just heard that Gran has had a stroke. I don't want to believe it. I can't lose her. Hello, Journal. We went to see Gran today. In the hospital. It looked like a big grey fortress. It took us a while to find the right room. Dad let me open the door. Gran has a big, cozy bed at home. Nothing like the hospital one she was in. Lying in there, she looked so small. I don't remember her being that small. Gran's eyes were open, but she struggled to. Find the right words. She just couldn't. Speak properly. The doctor said it was called dysphasia. It was caused by the stroke. She's usually so talkative, but now she kept stopping. mid-sentence, as if all the words she could find were just out of reach. I could see it really frustrating her. And then Gran started coughing. They put an oxygen mask on her. I told her she looked like Darth Gran. She smiled at that. That reminds me of Gran telling me how she took Mum to the cinema. A long time ago, when Mum was my age. A Gran story! Gran and Mum went to see my favourite movie. Mum fell asleep, but Gran fell in love with it. When I was little, Gran would show it to me on a battered video cassette. Gran would laugh at the robots and get a funny smile whenever the scruffy-looking smuggler showed up. We'd watch it until we could quote all the best lines. We laughed a lot. Once she gets out, we're gonna watch them all over again. And when the next movie arrives, Gran and I are going to go to the cinema. Together. And soon, Gran and I will be playing games again. I can't wait! This time, I'll beat all her high scores. For sure. Gran's a tough cookie. In video games and everywhere else. I heard Mum crying in her room. I've never seen her cry before. She looked so sad. I didn't know what to do. So I made her a cup of tea. Just like Gran's, she said. Mum said Gran was getting tired. I said she's getting better. Mum said she felt helpless. I said she was just sleepy. Mum said Gran's going to... I said she's going to be fine. Everything is going to be fine. All you need is a leap of faith. Will Gran still be Gran after this? Of course, she'll be fine. Fine! Gran is going to get better, right? I made her smile. That should help. Got to keep positive. Mum needs me to. I'll show Gran my story. Mum as well. They'll enjoy reading it. I hope it helps. What else can I do? I just need to finish my story. So, where were we? After the dragon attacked the village, Grace set out to find the fireflies, leaving Elder Ava and her village behind. Her journey took her to a vast desert with a guardian who guards it because it is sacred. Hello, Janelle. Today at school, I got my history essay back. I wrote about Vikings. I love Vikings. Mr. Collins didn't like it. I won't be showing this to Mum. She has enough to worry about. Vikings are the best. They're tall and strong. They love conquering and fire. Vikings are basically all kinds of awesome. I could really use some awesome right now. I got her old photo album out. I wanted to see Gran like I remember her when she was awesome. But every time I close my eyes, I see her in that horrible bed. We're visiting the hospital later today. When we arrived, Gran was asleep. Her skin looked so thin, almost see-through, like tissue paper. She was Gran-shaped, but empty. I mean, that's silly, right, Journal? It's just Gran. But somehow it isn't. It's not her! She woke up after a few minutes, but it didn't seem like she knew who we were. Why? Why is this happening? Why her? It isn't fair. Why, Journal? Gran still can't speak properly. It's so cruel. She can't tell us anything. Like what she wants to eat. Or how she feels. And what's worse, everyone pretends they're having a real conversation with her, but they're not. You're doing fine, Barbara, the doctor said to her. You just need some time. Hospitals should make you better. She's so ill now. I want her better now. Just wait. Time is a healer. I thought that was his job. I wish I could help her. It makes me so mad. Mum had ordered Gran soup and a jacket potato. But when Gran tried to eat by herself, she kept dropping her cutlery. Then I noticed Mum had ordered her mushroom soup. Mushroom! Gran calls them nature's bogies. I reminded Mum about the mushrooms. She got that look and banged the spoon against the bowl. There was lip pursing. But looking at Gran, I had to help her. I still had some loose change, so I ran down to the entrance hall, where I'd seen a vending machine on the way in. Egg sandwich! Hurrying back to 305, I couldn't help but grin. They didn't let me back in. Adult talk. Wait outside. That's what they said. So I waited on a bench until Mum came out the room. She said nothing, just took me to the car. We didn't speak a single word. Not at the car park. Not during our drive home. Dad had made pies for tea. I just wasn't hungry. Dad said I needed to eat. I said if Gran wasn't going to eat, neither would I. He sent me to my room. I slammed the door really loudly and flumped onto my bed. I still had the egg sandwich. It was all mushed up. Everything is all mushed up. Dad is mean. Mum doesn't care. And pie is stupid. Maybe I should just try to write my story. Let's see. Last time, Grace was plunging down into the dark below, but the djinn spell slowed her fall. Down and down she went, tumbling, helpless. Then and there, Grace started to... thrash! But the darkness didn't care. Journal. Today, Sarah at school told me her granddad had a stroke too. His mouth went lopsided, and he spoke a little funny. Now he mostly sits around, watching the telly. I don't think Gran would enjoy that. She'd feel like she was giving up. She'd want to keep moving, keep doing things. Gran always says,
Give the world your kindness, and it will return it threefold.
the more positive energy and kindness you give the world, the more you get back. When Mr. Parry's lawn got too high, Gran cut it for him. For the community centre meals, she baked cakes. She even does the unthinkable. She changed Ben's smelly nappies. We could do with kindness right now. Someone better step up. Me! Starting with bringing world peace? Cooking for the elderly? Cutting Mr. Parry's lawn? Tidying my room? Bringing order to chaos. A mighty struggle needs a suitable tagline. It's tidying time. And then I did the washing up from breakfast. Dad said, "It's a miracle." Then he bowed at my feet. He's such a complete numpty head. But it made Mum laugh. And when we got to the hospital later, Gran was sitting in a chair and looking out the window. She was smiling. So all the things I've been doing have been working. I just have to do more. There was kale for tea, which is a kind of vegetable torture, but I told myself that if I could eat all of it, then Gran would be even better tomorrow. I am on fire today. I ran up the stairs 2 at a time, just to top things up. Pinky was very impressed and slept on my feet all night. Hello again, journal. I couldn't sleep. I guess I felt a bit silly. I mean, who cares if I eat my kale? Well, Dad, maybe? But does any of this really make a difference? It's just, if there's a sliver of a chance, it actually does. I want to believe in it. Sarah told me that when her granddad was sick, she used to pray. I don't exactly know how that works, but best to hedge my bets. Please, 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 make Gran well. Sarah's family are pretty religious. Not like Mum and Dad. I don't know that much about religion, actually. I like the stories, especially the one about the Ark and rescuing all the animals. Gran was raised Catholic, but I never really heard her talk about God, apart from that time she dropped the yogurts in Tesco's. We took care of the mess before the staff noticed. Gran even offered to pay for them. I asked her once. She said, if there is a God, they're in our actions. How we help and love one another. Seems right to me. So what should I do? I'm going to bring in my story next time we go to the hospital. I can read it to her. I think she'd like that. Maybe if I do a really good job, she can come home in time for Ben's birthday. But first, I need to get on with the story. Having escaped the flaming caves, Lump and Grace ventured into a tenebrous forest. Writing Lump is going to be fun. But if she's not so angry anymore, she might need another character flaw. Maybe uncontrollable cravings for sweet fruit. It's 5 a.m. Gran died in the night. Mum got the call a few hours ago. She's still crying. I just feel. Numb. I tried to go back to sleep. But as soon as I close my eyes, the thoughts keep circling back. We should have been there. We drove to the hospital first thing in the morning. No one said much. It seemed to take forever. I've never seen a dead body before. It might be scary. But it's just Gran. Right? Maybe I should have stayed at home. When we finally arrived, I wasn't so sure about being there at all. We went up the stairs to room 305. Gran's room. Mum gently put her hand on my back and asked me if I wanted to wait outside. I said, yes. Hello again, journal. I'm sitting in the waiting room. Just rows of plastic benches in a sea of blue linoleum. And it smells like Ben's bottom cream. A little doodling should distract me from this dreary place. Dad's calling me. Dad had his arm round Mum as they came out of Gran's room. I've never seen her like this. Mums aren't supposed to cry. They're strong. They're meant to know what to do. Always. I guess losing your own mum makes you feel like a kid again. The drive home was a quiet one again. It's silly, but I keep thinking back to Gran's favourite vase. The one Grandad gave her. I was running in the house, even though Gran had told me not to. I still remember the noise of the vase smashing into little pieces. Gran was there in an instant. I waited for her to shout. She didn't. She just looked sad. And somehow, that was worse. Gran wouldn't let me pick up the pieces. She found every single one and carried them into the kitchen. Later, I sneaked in with a tube of glue in hand. It was a mess. I got glue everywhere. But Gran smiled when she saw the vase. She put it in the cupboard. Later I found it again. When I asked her why she'd binned the vase, she smiled again. Gran always says,
We can't hold on to things forever. Let them live in your memories.
she said she preferred to keep the vase like she remembered it. Maybe I hurt Gran's heart. Weakened it. That can happen, can't it? Maybe this is all my fault. I should have listened to her. I shouldn't have run in the house. Now everything is broken. If I'd started my story sooner, Gran could have read it. It might have helped. I could have fixed. I would have fixed her heart. Really? I don't even know how to fix my story. It's a mess. I left Grace to sink into cold, dark waters. She's completely alone. She left behind Lump, her only friend. Okay, focus, Izzy. How can I continue the story? How would she feel about this situation? Grace felt... justified. We're getting somewhere. Now, let's see. Hello, journal. Dear journal. Hi, journal. Today... Hello, stranger. I've been thinking a lot about... My dream is to become a writer. Yeah, right. A writer who can't even write. Okay. Find something simple to start with. What did I do today? Today I got up. I had breakfast. I tried watching the telly. That's it. I'm going back to bed. Hi, journal. Another day. Each time I wake up, for the tiniest of moments, it isn't true. But then it all comes rushing back. It is true. Looking around my room, everything reminds me of Gran. Her puzzle box gift from last year? The magic tank we made during the holiday? Our yogurt pot robot? These paints Gran gave me? This pen? Even you, journal. She is everywhere. And all of it feels broken. Today is Ben's birthday. Dad baked a cake. Mum insisted that I come down and have some. It tasted like nothing. Everything does. Mum said we need to send out invitations to the funeral. How can she think about that? She's ready to shove Gran into a box like a pet goldfish. Then I stormed off into my room. Later, Dad came up for some well-meant dad talk. I know you're sad, but it will get better. You'll see. Just give it time. I know he wanted to cheer me up, but he's wrong. The world feels very dark now. Gran has a proverb for times like these. Gran always says,
It's always darkest before the dawn.
no, that's not right. That's what she would have said. I keep thinking about all the things Gran won't get to see. When I go to university, she won't be there. When I get my first job, she won't be there. If I get married, she won't be there. Even if that's unlikely because... boys. I prefer cats. Missing Gran already feels so bad. But how could I want that feeling to go away? How could I be fine with Gran being gone? I'm going to have to feel like this forever. Thanks, Pinky. I can't stop crying. Pinky is probably getting fed up with being used as a tissue. But she never leaves my side. I think that means get back to writing your story. Pinky's got a point. I should at least try to write. I can't leave Grace like that. She's as lost as I am. Hello, journal. The funeral was today. Mum and Dad dressed all in black. They even bought a black romper for Ben. I didn't want to wear black. Gran thought black was depressing. That life was dark enough already. Gran always used to say,
Colours are the music of nature.
I'm starting to see what she meant. So I went to open my wardrobe. There it was. I hadn't worn it for years. I remember Gran saying it was cheery. The funeral was outside, in the memorial garden. The sun was shining. The birds were singing. It was like they didn't know. The vicar had just started talking when Uncle Alan dropped into the fish pond. I couldn't help but imagine Gran caring more about the fish than Uncle Alan. The picture stuck in my head. Gran running to the drenched Uncle Alan, grumbling at him for frightening the fish. It was too much. The laughter bubbled up inside me. Dad tried to look annoyed. After the vicar finally finished droning on, we started the singing. All things bright and beautiful. Ben started wailing. No, howling. Dad took him out. Well played, Ben. Laughing felt much better than crying. The wake was at our place. There were so many people. I didn't know most of them. Everyone said how sorry they were. How Gran was. Such a wonderful lady. I wish she could have heard them. Everyone had a story about Gran. Like the time she hit a bully with her pencil box. Or when she saved a toad that had hurt its leg. Or how she decorated Mum's room like an underwater kingdom, so she could feel like a mermaid. That's so like her. One old lady told me how they used to bunk off work and go to the Glastonbury Music Festival. Another of her friends said Gran once got arrested while protesting whaling. I expected this day to be terrible, Journal. And it was. But I didn't expect to smile or laugh, to be surprised, to feel happy that people loved Gran like I did. Each time I heard a story about Gran, I could imagine her laughing along with it. It was like she was there with me, helping me through it. I still feel in pieces, Journal. Maybe there's a part of me that will always be sad. That will always miss her. But maybe that's okay. And that's the way it should be. I don't know what happens after we die. But I think I know where we go. Into all the people who have ever cared about us. We make a sort of place for them in our hearts. I need to finish Grace's story. Gran would want me to. I want me to. I think I know what to do now. Let's summarize. After the dragon attacked her village, the kind Grace set out to return the fireflies. On her travels, she met a grumpy djinn guarding a fallen city of philosophers. And found a lonely fire creature named Lump. They became friends. But then Lump chose to stay behind with the ancient ones in exchange for the gift of water breathing. Deep under the water, inside the lost Seakin Palace, chased by the shadow of remorse, Grace had her big moment of doubt. But she pulled through it all. And now she is ready to face the dragon.
Hello, journal. Reading these dusty pages makes me feel old. I reread them so many times as a kid, taking myself back to those dark moments, reassuring myself it would all be okay. That helped. You helped. I still miss Gran every day. Sometimes I hear her laugh in the back of my mind. Abby reminds me of her. Insatiably curious and fiercely independent. I hope she never loses that. Mum's coming to live with us for a bit. I hope her and Abby are going to make some memories of their own. They're already both obsessed with cat videos and Instasnap. Abby's birthday is coming up. Maybe I'll get her a journal of her own. She says she wants to be a writer.